Okay, we got a quick fix here for the Craftsman twin cutter saw. These are those dual circular saw blades that rotate in contrasting directions. They're great for cutting light materials around the house, even aluminum, some steel, stuff like that. Real inexpensive item. It's under $100. They're marketed under a couple different brand names. I bought the Craftsman and just at that time was on sale. It's a good saw. It's been working well for me up until this point. It just stopped running while I was cutting some mild aluminum bar. It's going to be probably a carbon brush problem. Real easy to fix. Costs about $20 in parts tops. Shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes. So don't throw this $100 saw in the trash just because you need a $13 part, or possibly spend 20 bucks mailing it back to the manufacturer and then also paying for repair. First thing you're going to do with the saw is after you verify that it's unplugged, we want to make sure we've unplugged the saw. Seen a lot of people unplug something on their power strip not knowing the item they were working on was still plugged in, just to find out the hard way about electrocution. So verify it's unplugged. You may be able to check by hitting the power button and seeing if you hear a little bit of a hum or a vibration. That should give you a clue that it's still plugged in. All right, to work on it, simple. You're going to need a few things. Let's take a look at it with the Phillips screwdriver. Real expensive piece right there. 2 screws that hold the housing in the back. I've already removed these and put them in my handy dandy Harbor Freight magnetic tool tray there. So we can take the casing off and look in the inside. Once you remove these 2 screws to separate the housing, grab the 2 parts right here at this line, pull apart, slides right off. Inside the housing, you're going to take a look in here. Should be similar for all the makes and models. This is called a carbon brush. Okay? You see here there's one on either side. Usually a set of 2 on most of these electronic tools. It's just a common part that wears out. It contacts a rotating motor, and as the motor spins, the brass or copper component that's rubbing up against it will wear away the little brush. So these are what fail. In order to get these out and replace them, a little pick or a little flathead screwdriver will work real nicely. See the little tab right here? We're going to zoom in. Maybe. Maybe not. Come in here with a flathead screwdriver and just gently lift it up. And we're going to slide that carbon brush out. And look, that one is broken. They are not supposed to look like that. I'll show you what the good ones look like in just a minute. Flip it over. Same thing on the other side. Give it a little pop. Gentle now. Don't want to break into the wiring. Sometimes you might need to give it both sides. All right. That one is also destroyed. As you can see, it's supposed to be square on all 4 sides as well as the ending. Something has caught that. Well, we want to look inside there and make sure we don't see any debris in there, any pieces of that carbon brush. You should see that clean copper in there. Nothing's left in there. That's good. So here's the replacement brushes. Take a look at the difference. Nice and square on all 4 sides, squared off on the end, not cracked or broken. They're going to go in here. Okay? I located these online from a company called Arrowhead Electric Company, Santa Fe Springs, California. Thank you very much, guys. 13 bucks for both of them shipped to my front door here. Okay. The part is called the SRT50. I had to do a lot of internet research to figure that out because it's a generic part, but it's not available in any of the hardware stores or any of the local parts stores. When we put these back in, we'll take a look for that raceway or that channel right there, because that's going to go towards the bottom, towards the motor end down here. So we make sure that's going to the bottom. Slide it in. Should move freely in there. Press the cap on. Make sure it's snapped on both sides. See that? Perfect. Going to add the other carbon brush to the other side. Okay. Once again, remembering that channel goes down. Slide it in. Press over the top. Okay, we're going to verify it's seated. Okay, that's pretty good. Now all we need to do is to put the cover back on. We don't see any extra debris or anything in there, so that's also real good news. All right, slide the cover casing up the extension cord. Make sure we match those 2 decals back where we separated it. Slide it over gently. Make sure both these are in there nice and tight. They're not popping out. Okay. Once we put these 2 screws back in, the device should be ready to run. We're going to give it a little test run right here without the screws on. I don't advocate doing that. I'm just doing it for test purposes here today, all right? Give me just a second. I'll plug it in. All right, and we'll give it a test. back in action. If you got any comments, questions, or gripes, please go ahead and drop them on the bottom of the video. I'll answer all questions I can. Thank you and have a good day.